Part 2. Say hi. Oh, pretty girl. Our special guest, Little Miss Dixie. I love you too, darling. Okay, get back up on the get back on the bed. Get back on the bed. You want to get up here? Huh? You want to get up here and say hi, everybody? I'm Dixie. Hello. Okay, now get back on the bed. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so part 1, we did the pendulum reading and how I clean. Okay. Part 2, things not to clean with, or common mistakes when cleaning crystals. Cleaning crystals requires a gentle touch to avoid causing harm. Most and many enthusiasts make mistakes that can damage their precious stones, such as using harsh chemicals or skipping essential rinsing steps. Now, remember back part 1 with the raw crystal. It was dirty. I sprayed it down with the water, then took the toothbrush and scrubbed it. Then I sprayed it some more and patted it dry and then stuck it back in the window. That's how I clean. But doing my research, I was seeing, because I was wanting to make sure I don't make a mistake, and I want to teach y'all the proper way. Okay? Using harsh chemicals when cleaning crystals is a no-no. Steer clear of harsh chemicals so that it doesn't prevent any damage to their delicate surfaces and unique properties. Instead, opt for eco-friendly alternatives. Plant-based cleaners will be fine. I personally don't use plant-based cleaners. I might use a vinegar, but I doubt it. I do use salt water when I clean the walls. Every 3 months, I clean my walls with salt water. And I use Mediterranean sea salt. And I put it in the hot water, and I take my mop. I have a spin mop. And the sea salt dissolved in the water. And then I take my spin mop, and I clean my walls with the spin mop. It makes it so much faster, so much easier. And that's how I clean the residual energy and also bad energy out of my room with the salt water. And then I will go behind it and do it with Fabulosa or bleach, depending on how I'm feeling. If I've been really sick with a cold, sinuses and stuff like that, I'll do it with the bleach. Wait a day and then go back over it again with the Fabulosa for the smell. And then I will sage Santo Paulo or frankincense and myrrh my room to clean out the energy and bring in love and light. So you can use eco-friendly alternatives that are gentle yet effective in preserving the beauty of your precious stones. Harsh chemicals like bleach, ammonia, and other strong cleaners can strip away the natural shine of crystals and potentially cause irreversible harm to them. A safe and environmentally cautious way to clean your crystals is by using mild soap and water. Mix a small amount of gentle dish soap or baby soap with warm water. can help remove dirt, grime, without harming the crystals. That's why I use a soft toothbrush too, because it's not rough, and it will not, if there's any dirt in a crevice, it will pull it out. Another eco-friendly option is to create a cleaning mixture by using white vinegar and water. This natural solution is gentle on crystals and can help restore their natural luster without risking damage. Avoid rough scrubbing. It says don't use a brush, but I use, like I said, a soft toothbrush. You can even use a baby toothbrush. They're really soft. I use a really soft brush. It says don't use rough scrubbing pads or brushes that can scratch the surface of your crystals. Instead, use a microfiber cloth or brushes with delicate bristles to gently clean your stones. Remember, crystals hold energy and meaning for many individuals. So, by choosing eco-friendly cleaning methods, you avoid harsh chemicals. You not only preserve the physical appearance of your crystals, but also respect their spiritual significance. I can't hardly talk today. I'm sorry. Submerging your crystals in salt water can result in corrosion and dullness. And using rough brushes can leave behind scratches and abrasions. Always, when you use even an eco-friendly, even just plain water, always rinse your crystals very well. Pat dry with a soft cloth. When cleaning delicate crystals, it's important to avoid exposing them to heat, as it can harm their structure and change how they look. There's some crystals you can't even put in water. It says avoid direct sunlight. Sunlight can cause delicate crystals to discolor and even break because of the intense heat. Well, I have crystals on my windowsill, okay? Let's just turn it around, turn it around. If you can see them? They are on my windowsill. I have a big old oak tree, and it blocks the sun. I don't hardly get sunlight come through my windows. It gets the light from the sun, but not the sunlight. So, and plus, that's a way of charging them. Come on now. I don't believe in if I don't believe in something I'm reading here, I'm going to tell y'all. Because I've been doing this for a while. Never use hot water. Keep away from fire. Do not put your crystals on the stove, the radiator, anything hot. Always clean your crystals. I'm going to say every 3 months. Unless you use them a lot. Like, I don't use all my crystals a lot. So, I clean every 3 months. I wipe them off. And then I sage them or Santo Paulo them or however. I clean them that way. So they get white. Then they get the sage Santo Paulo on them. And sometimes I pray over them. Sometimes I hold them, meditate with them. And if I use them a lot for holding, meditating, and focusing on an issue that I'm working on, you know, I don't claim to be a medium, but sometimes my spirit guides help me with that. I want to tune into more of my gifts. But anywho, I use my spirit guides for that. When you're storing your crystals, you store them away from the sunlight. Out of moisture. I just leave them on the shelf to make them look pretty. I love the looks of them. I love the way the energy comes off of them. You know, store them. If I stored them, I would put them in bubble wrap. I would make sure they're good and dry and clean. Then wrap them up in bubble wrap. Maybe tissue paper over the bubble wrap. Tape it so that way they're, and when you move, that's one way of storing them, I guess. We've already talked about mild dish soap or baby wash, vinegar. You can also use baking soda if you need instead of using like Ajax, something with a grit to it. All natural would be baking soda. That would help. Microfiber cloth. How to clean your crystals. We're not going to... You can put them in the moonlight for a gentle clean. You can smudge them with sage for a quick purification. Or wipe them. You can what's charging? Selenite, the one I just showed you, the wand looking spiky thing, cannot get wet. And selenite is also what you should use to perform rituals that will keep your healing tools or crystals at their most potent and effectiveness. Selenite is a natural cleaner and a natural charger. And what it does, when you're cleaning them, you're erasing the stored energy on them to bring them back to a natural, neutral state. If you wear your bracelets every day, you need to clean them. The best way to clean your bracelets. I did not show y'all this. This is just one of my bracelets. I do use this. It is selenite, rose quartz, and angelite. Very simple. I just rub it. I normally put a towel. Very simple. Let me show you again. Get in the middle of your rag. Okay? Middle of your rag. You put your bracelet. See where it's at? If you push it down, now it's made enough to where every piece of this has been wiped. And then I just pull my hand out. Now it's nice and clean. And then I will take my whatever I'm smudging with, my smudge stick, my selenite, or not selenite, my smudge stick, Santo Paulo, or my frankincense and myrrh, I will do the smoke to make sure there's nothing negative, and voila, it's clean. Now this one I use a lot for tuning in on my gifts. I don't wear all of them. This one I haven't worn yet. What is this? Manifestation. Labradorite. This is labradorite. Ain't it pretty? It's one of my favorite stones. I love labradorite. I love it. And this is the same way. You just put your hand, put it on there, and then you bring it back up, and you roll it as you're doing it, and it cleans it. Simple. Very simple. And then you, that's how I clean my bracelets. Just a rag. Let's see. Okay. It's how to clean your crystals. 5 effective modes. Number 1, Moonlight Bath, the Gentle Giant. This one is one of the safest and most popular methods, preferred for almost all crystals. You place your crystals on the windowsill or outside, like on the, if you got a back porch that's not closed in, you put it up on the railings. I don't do that. For the simple fact, we have raccoons. If they see something shiny, they're like, ooh, mine. So, no. But yeah, you put them outdoors, a safe space outdoors where they can just bathe in the moonlight. Ideally during a full moon for maximum power. Leave them out overnight. Just pray to God. If you have raccoons, you live in the country, or like here in Florida, we have coons everywhere, so it's not a good idea. It's the best way to not only clean by the moon, but the moon will also charge them. In different phases of the moon, you don't stick your crystals out because that's a no-no. That's best for selenite, amethyst, and quartz. But you can raw form quartz, polished quartz, and amethyst. As long as you got a soft cloth, that's the best way. Selenite, I just dust it with a rag. Some believe direct sunlight can fade certain stones, like amethyst, rose quartz. Moonlight is almost always a safe bet. Smudging, the quick purifier. Using sacred smoke in an ancient and rapid way to cleanse energy. You light a bundle of sage, Santo Paulo, or cedar. Let it smolder, and then carefully pass each crystal through the smoke for 30 to 60 seconds. Set your intentions that the smoke is clearing away all negative energy. Best for all crystals, especially when you need a quick cleanse. Ensure good ventilation and have fire-safe abalone shells or bowls to catch the ashes. The sound of healing. Now this one I found very interesting. I really did. Sound waves are powerful physical forces that can disrupt stagnant energy. Use a singing bowl, a tuning fork, or even bells. Ring the instrument near your crystals. Allow the pure sound vibrations to wash over and through them. Y'all don't know what a singing bowl is? This is a small one. Ain't it pretty? Okay. That's all you gotta do. And I did not know that. It's good to know. Good to know. All crystals, and it's exceptionally effective for cleaning a large collection or jewelry that's difficult to move. You can always play high-frequency sound baths from YouTube or Spotify for the same effect. Now here's another one I didn't know, which is really, I'm telling you, I deep dive in this stuff. Number 4 of the 5 for cleaning. Brown rice. Never heard of it. I don't like brown rice. I ain't buying brown rice. I ain't eating brown rice. I ain't cleaning with no brown rice. But this is what it says. Dry brown rice is surprisingly effective at drawing out impurities. Bury your crystals in a bowl of dry brown rice. Leave them for 24 to 48 hours. Afterwards, discard the rice. Do not eat it, as it has absorbed the negative energy. What do you know? Tumblestones and smaller crystals is what it's good for. This is a great low maintenance method if you don't have other tools on hand. What do you know? You learn something new every day. And number 5. Get me some coffee so I don't start coughing. Other crystal friends. The energetic chargers. Some crystals like selenite and clear quartz. Clear quartz. And then raw big stones I was showing you a minute ago, that's all clear quartz. Never need to be cleansed themselves. Never need to be cleansed themselves, and can actually cleanse and charge other crystals. I knew selenite did. Place your crystals on a large selenite plate or in a selenite bowl or next to clear quartz clusters overnight. Best for all other crystals, it's a simple set it and forget it method. A critical warning. Water cleansing. Many guides suggest using water. Use extreme caution. Many crystals are water soluble or can damage your crystals if you put them in water. Avoid cleansing these crystals with water. Selenite, celicite, halite, gypsum, pyrite, malachite, lepidolite, and hemanite. When in doubt, skip the water. So, I have told you and shared with you my research. Like I said, I don't claim to be a crystal genius, master. I'm Susie. Susie likes to read and share and show. So I showed you how I cleaned the rough quartz. It says here not to put water on the quartz, but it didn't hurt it because they've been washed with water already, And it's not like I'm scrubbing them with a hard abrasive, okay? When in doubt, don't do it. I don't feel bad about cleaning my raw pieces with the water because I knew selenite is one of them. And I have malachite. Most, like I said, I don't really get raw crystals anyway. Very seldomly. Most of mine are all polished. So that's how I clean them. Good old soft rag, dusting rag, and microfiber rag, a little bit of elbow grease, or a soft toothbrush such as a soft adult toothbrush or a baby toothbrush, and water. And if you forget about using chemicals, Google it. You'll find it. We are not going to charge your crystals with intentions. I'm not going to do that right now. Now, we'll do that when we're talking about charging them. Another thing is when you get a new crystal, or when I do it, when I get my new crystals, I always, because you don't know who's touched them before you. You really don't. I always smudge my crystals, or Santo Paulo my crystals, or frankincense and myrrh my crystals before I even charge them and put the intentions to them. And we'll talk more about intentions down the road. Remember, it just depends on how much you use a crystal. Like, y'all know me. I've talked about this before. This is my favorite. My palm stone. My labradorite. And I use this a lot. So I have to clean it a lot. I have to charge it a lot. I have to smudge it. Smoke it. I'm going to put it that way. I have to apply this cleansing smoke to it to get rid of any negative and residual energy. So, remember to like, subscribe, set your notification bell to all, so you never miss a lesson with me. I love y'all.